I'm so happy for her team. And I'm not saying this because she went to LSU, but I think she's definitely leading in the Rookie of the Year.
It seems that Shaquille O'Neal, known for his larger-than-life personality and outspoken views, had a challenging encounter with Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin is a fabulous player, the female Steph Curry. They have done a lot for the game. But let's not forget all the people that made the game what it was. Like, I will never forget a Cheryl Swoops, Candace Parker.
Initially, O'Neal appeared cautious about Caitlin Clark, especially given her close connection with Angel Reese. However, here's the twist. His perception of Clark shifted dramatically. So, what sparked this change?
Because of social media and other media outlets, they really brought the game where it should have been 10 years.
Shockwaves rippled through the sports community when O'Neal endorsed Angel Reese for the coveted award during an appearance on *SportsCenter* with Matt Berry. This decision raised eyebrows considering O'Neal's strong ties to LSU where Reese plays. Still, he doesn't hold back on his admiration for her, frequently praising her dominance on the court and commending her playing style.
Like this, and it's true. Her mentality, the way she plays, no nonsense, going to say what's on her mind, going to play the way she plays. And I love that about her. When I, first met her, we had a little challenge thing. She said she can outshoot me. I was like, no, you can't outshoot me. I've been a fan ever since then.
Do you agree with the shock? Let me know in the comments. Raya opened up about her unique bond with O'Neal, even calling him a father figure. She told *USA Today's Sports *, he's incredibly inspiring and genuine. He supported me through tough times and just gets it. I couldn't ask for a better person in my corner. We have fun together, and I know he'd be there for me if I ever needed anything. Their relationship has truly blossomed into a mentorship, with Shaq providing advice and encouragement that goes well beyond the game.
To Shaq every day. We FaceTime every day. He checked on me, called me every single day to make sure I was good, and he told me every day, like, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
While it's clear Shaquille O'Neal favors Angel Reese, that doesn't mean he doesn't appreciate Caitlin Clark. In fact, Reese even reached out to express her displeasure over his comments. However, before diving into the drama, let's remember that the NBA legend has been vocal about Clark's extraordinary skills and the impact she's making in the game. But what good are those praises if his vote goes to Angel? Perhaps he sometimes wishes Caitlin would avoid controversy or hostility.
What does it mean to have those comparisons?
I actually saw that online. Look, she plays hard. I like the way she plays. I love her.
Here's where things get really juicy. Shaquille O'Neal attended a high-stakes match on August 30th between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, cheering for Reese while witnessing the growing rivalry between the two rookies. The game not only showcased their fierce competition, but also underscored O'Neal's unwavering loyalty to Reese in the race for Rookie of the Year.
Tonight, an electric crowd here in Wintrust Arena. What does it mean to witness up close the recent explosion of women's basketball?
Well, I love it.
With Shaquille O'Neal sitting courtside, Caitlin Clark put on a dazzling performance that had everyone buzzing. She came out swinging, showcasing an aggressive offensive display that left a lasting impression. You might be wondering if Shaq was secretly rooting for Caitlin during the game.
Between Caitlin Clark and, Angel Reese, it was, talked about and would have liked to seen that rematch in time. But Caitlin Clark is a special player. She reminds me of a Steph Curry. A lot of times she takes those ill-advised shots that me and Chuck don't like, but they go in. Not only do they go in consistently. And the way she plays the game, she's the true definition.
It's complicated by Shaquille O'Neal's role as president of basketball at Reebok and his ties to Angel Reese, an LSU alum. These connections made it challenging for him to publicly endorse Caitlin Clark.
Handle adversity, how to handle, controversy. And, with a person like her, you don't really want to come and say, do this and do that. I would just come in and, giving her encouraging words, just telling her, to hang in there. Because when you're the best player and you play for...
In an interview with *Sports Illustrated*, Shaquille O'Neal revealed his struggle to choose between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. However, everything changed when he watched Clark score a career-high 31 points against Reese's team. After witnessing that remarkable performance, O'Neal's perspective shifted, leading him to express his support for Angel. Here's how he responded.
Last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Ever? I don't know about you. You ever heard of Cheryl Miller?
It's clear that the saying about growing up and treating others based on their unique qualities rings true. Shaq's advice to Angel to persevere was a perfect example of this, as he essentially said, "You started this. Now you have to see it through." He also recognized that Caitlin Clark plays the game the right way. It looks like Caitlin has won over a new fan. Shaq admitted, "I've never spoken about Angel Reese before. She's my girl. But I can honestly say Caitlin Clark is the real deal. It's hard to be upset watching her play. She makes the right passes and smart shots. Even when opponents try to rough her up, she doesn't complain. She's a true talent." This change of heart came after Angel Reese's Chicago Sky fell to Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever, largely due to Clark's stellar performance. Shaq couldn't deny that she's the real deal, praising her skill and presence on the court. He even emphasized that all young girls should look up to WNBA players. It appears that both Clark and Reese are his favorites, but this game might have swayed Shaq to see Clark as the standout player overall, and he didn't hold back in sharing that.
I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But when it comes to death threats, like, I'm talking about people who've come down to my...
But the drama is heating up. With Angel, then Caitlin, and now back to Angel, Shaq seems torn about who he really favors. Yet, Caitlin Clark is carving out her own legacy with her impressive gameplay and stats. While Angel has found herself in controversy, Clark stays focused, steering clear of false accusations about racism. Recently, Shaq signed Angel Reese to a Reebok deal, further showcasing his support for her.
Said Angel because Charles does what he always does. He takes up the segment, and then by the time he gets done talking to guys,
he's like, "Sorry, we got to get to commercial."
Yes, we got to get to commercial.
In a recent podcast, Reese made a vague allegation about some of Clark's fans being racist, but she didn't provide any evidence or clarity on her claims, nor did she call for contracts similar to NBA players. O'Neal pointed out the pay disparity between the NBA and WNBA, stating, "We need to get them comparable contracts to what some of these NBA players are getting." He emphasized his happiness about the growing publicity for female players, asserting that they absolutely deserve it.
Out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty.
Given their conflicts, Angel Reese appears willing to tolerate Shaquille O'Neal's abrupt shift in support toward Caitlin Clark, especially considering their close relationship. Now, Reese must navigate O'Neal's newfound admiration for Clark. It'll be interesting to see if she takes it all in stride or if it affects her in any way.
Huge story. I mean, everything she does is drawing all kinds of scrutiny. In fact, she's almost above and beyond the game itself. It's almost like Caitlin Clark did this, people did that to her, she didn't make this team, she did. So it's really a lot more about her and what's happening in her life, because people are extremely interested in Caitlin Clark.
We got to pause for a moment. Angel Reese reconnected with Shaquille O'Neal after Charles Barkley defended Caitlin Clark against what he called the petty girls. Barkley gained attention for his strong support of Clark during her WNBA season, telling O'Neal, "You're 100% right about these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. You're all being petty." This left Reese agitated, questioning why O'Neal didn't address Barkley's remarks. O'Neal admitted he wasn't fully aware of the context behind Barkley's comments. This drama heated up after LeBron James encouraged Clark to put on blinders and ignore the negativity.
If it were a men's basketball game, if it was the NBA, nobody would be saying anything. I mean, if you remember, Michael Jordan used to get the crap beat out of him, and people would say something, but it wasn't like, "Oh, poor Michael Jordan." So I think when it comes to women's sports, I think as a culture, we're conditioned not to like
this $5 million offer in front of her. And yet, the trajectory that everybody would pick in her shoes would normally be WNBA.
But normally people don't get that kind of money thrown in their face.
So what do you think about this?
What was the official offer to Caitlin?
It was 2 years, $5 million a year. And plus, we were going to do cool stuff with merch. And, I think he was even talk about a percentage in team ownership. We were going to, we believe her coming into the big three would be such a big deal.
For her just to take $5 million to do what comes with that, it just doesn't make sense. That also falls during the WNBA season. So how is she going to play? Whoever is behind Caitlin Clark is thinking about building a brand, not grab some money. You're looking to grab some money and you're Caitlin Clark should fire you today.
My argument about Caitlin Clark and Ice Cube's brilliant idea to bring Caitlin Clark to the Big Three. This would revolutionize women's professional basketball. I've got all kinds of ideas of how this is going to work, but it's going to get ruined.
Jason Whitlock's recent controversial remarks and the unprecedented $5 million offer from Ice Cube's Big Three could signal a major shift in Caitlin Clark's future. Whitlock, never shy with his opinions, claims that Clark is facing jealousy and envy from within the WNBA, particularly from the LGBTQ+ community, which he provocatively calls the alphabet mafia. At the heart of Whitlock's argument is the historic contract offer from the Big Three League, a game-changing move that could redefine the financial landscape for women's basketball. Whitlock believes this offer is causing tension in the WNBA, with players like Lexi Brown allegedly expressing dissatisfaction. According to Whitlock, many in the league feel that Clark is receiving too much attention and is being handed opportunities that others don't get, fueling resentment. This controversy isn't just about Clark's future. It raises questions about the dynamics in the WNBA and the impact of a star like Clark potentially leaving for a more lucrative opportunity. Could this offer, and the underlying tension, drive Clark away from the WNBA? Jason Whitlock argues that Lexi Brown and others should be celebrating the Big Three's $5 million offer to Caitlin Clark as a major step forward for women's basketball, not criticizing it. His remarks have sparked intense reactions. Many view his use of the term alphabet mafia as divisive and derogatory, while others defend his right to express unpopular opinions. Public response has been mixed. Some applaud Whitlock for speaking out, while others condemn his comments as harmful. Context is key here. The Big Three's offer to Clark is a groundbreaking moment in women's basketball, offering financial recognition few female players have ever seen. Now, the focus shifts to how these remarks might impact Clark's career and the wider women's basketball landscape. Whitlock's comments have certainly intensified the scrutiny.